Hi everyone, it's Shar. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first speed build on this channel. I actually used to do speed builds quite a lot, and it's something that I've fallen out of practice with. For me, I personally love filming speed builds because it allows me to have a more intimate conversation with you all and speak about things that I don't speak about on my regular Let's Play videos, because obviously we're playing with a family and we're trying to accomplish challenge roles, and it really is not about me. It is about the game that I am playing. Speed builds is something that I love to put on in the background when I'm just going about and doing stuff, and I just wanted to talk to you all because we've never had this kind of intimate conversation. So this is supposed to be my dream house, and because I'm so out of practice with speed builds, it's not perfect. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't love this house in the exterior and the architecture of it, because that's always been my weak point. I'm very much more of let's design the interior and let's do it to my taste. So that is what I decided to do for this video. My scale is definitely off here, and I think the house could be bigger, but I wavered and went back and forth on it because I was it's supposed to be my dream house and it's very cottagey. I'm in the magic realm world when I build this, and I'm for me, when I picture cottage, I picture very, very cozy, almost cluttered, that kind of thing. And if the house was bigger, it wouldn't have that. But I do think that gameplay wise and just aesthetic wise, this house really could have benefited from more interesting architectural points and from being bigger. But that's not the point of this video. I want to talk to you about everything that is going on, starting with my Let's Plays. I absolutely love my Let's Plays so much, but if you're not new to my channel, you'll notice I don't have an update schedule or an upload schedule, excuse me. I try my best to upload every 2 to 4 days. That's the range that I go for with uploading shorts pretty often as well. But something that I've realized is that I do want to upload my Let's Plays a little bit more frequently, because even though I am posting every few days, you could still go almost 2 weeks without seeing a part. So for example, Growing Together is the Let's Play that I am playing along with Whimsy Stories, but it could be 10 days between an upload of Growing Together. And while I want to post more frequently, I struggle with that because editing Let's Play videos takes a long time. However long the video is, say it's a 20-minute video, right? More than likely I had an hour or an hour and 20 minutes of footage, and then it takes about 2 to 3 times as long to edit that footage down. So for the most recent episode of Growing Together that went up, that took me about 2.5 hours to edit that video. So it was a pretty quick edit, but it still takes a significant amount of time. And the reason why I struggle with that is just finding balance. And that's not to complain. That's more to say, I personally really want to upload more of my Let's Plays, but I think for me to feasibly do that, I need to stop editing on demand. So what I mean by that is that I'll record the video and then I'll have my editing days, and usually the day that I edit that video is the day that it goes up. And I think that if I want to post more frequently and I want to have more frequent uploads for my Let's Plays, being very transparent, ideally I would love to post 5 days a week. That is 100% my goal. I haven't gotten there, but if I was a little bit ahead in editing the videos and I had more videos pre-filmed, that means I would have more time to edit the videos, and it would feel less exhausting to edit the video all in one go. So I'm thinking that is what I'm going to do. This sounds a little bit strange, but whenever I record a video and I post it on YouTube, the reason why I have a Sims YouTube channel and why this channel exists is because I genuinely have more fun playing with you all. And it sounds strange, but whenever I post a video, because The Sims is so story based and I play legacy challenges, I feel like I'm playing with you all. You have an input and a say into where the story goes and who I end up having the next generation and what story we tell with that person. So when I ask questions in videos and I ask for your opinions, I genuinely am asking. I want to know what you think and where you think the story will go. So I'm going to ask you a question here. I love the Not So Berry challenge. It is one of my favorite challenges. And on a previous channel that I had and I deleted, I got to generation 5 of Not So Berry. And then I had this whole issue with my computer, which we'll talk about in a moment. And I deleted that channel and started this one. I would really love to restart the Not So Berry challenge, but let me know if that's something that you're interested in seeing. Not So Berry is a fairly old challenge, but it's still a ton of fun. And I think that it could be be fun. Bearing in mind that that means I'll have 3 current Let's Plays running. I don't expect you to watch all 3, but if you have a challenge that you love and a video series that you love, a family that you love, then you will have like your pick of what you want to watch. The thing about legacy challenges is that they, in terms of views, eventually dwindle, right? It's the people who keep watching the series are the ones who are dedicated to the series, right? So initially you'll always have a ton of views for the first episode, the first 2 episodes, and either the people who watch it love it and they stick around, or they lose interest and they leave, and that's totally fine, right? Because legacy challenges can take a couple of years in real life to completely go through every single generation. So you would have to be really invested in that family to continue to watch it. That doesn't really bother me. It's just more of like the creator side of things and what I keep in mind when I start challenges. But I do always think I would love to play Not So Berry. I even have a sim who would be the mint generation, and a house for my sim who would be generation 1 in the Not So Berry challenge. In case you didn't know what that is, I do have the challenge rules linked in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and check that out, and then go in the comments and either say, I would love for you to play this challenge, or leave a blue heart emoji if you think that I should start the Not So Berry challenge. Keeping in mind that I do want to post more regularly, I'm going to try to get on a schedule of uploading 5 days a week and having more frequent uploads. That just means I'm going to be a little bit ahead of you. Whenever you see a video, I would have already pre-recorded another 1 or 2 parts ahead of you. So that's the part that I'm like hesitant about, but just keep that in mind. If I do post more frequently, which I just personally really want to do because I want to have more frequent uploads of my challenge. I want to have more frequent uploads of my challenges just because I think that as a viewer, it's hard to stay dedicated to a series when the series only uploads, or when the series only updates once or twice a week. So that's my thought process with that. My computer. Let me tell you the story of this channel. While I build this house, cozy cottage, 2 bedrooms, you can see I'm going with the theme. This bedroom upstairs has the ensuite. So I had another channel, and I had that channel for years, and it never had really a lot of growth, which is totally fine because I play this for fun. Like I said, I've always just had more fun when I'm recording a Sims video because I feel like I'm playing with you all and telling a story with you all. It just feels more meaningful to me. But I didn't have the right equipment to essentially create high quality videos. So the thing about having a Sims channel is that your computer needs to be pretty high end and capable of quite a lot, because The Sims itself is not the most demanding game on the market, but there still is a pretty high level of demand on your computer. When you combine that with recording, that is an incredible strain on your computer. It's using up a lot of energy. That is not a technical term. I'm not a techie, but what that means is that when you're recording, it may be playing completely fine for you. What the computer is doing on the back end, it's dropping frames. So when you get that final product and you have it uploaded to YouTube, what ends up happening is that it's very laggy, it's very stuttery, it's skipping frames, and it's in general very low quality. And that's what happened to me. And I didn't realize that for years and years and years because I watched my videos at 2 times speed. So when I went in and I noticed that it was doing that, I was so freaking mad because it felt like I had wasted all this time, which isn't true. I learned a lot of skills for this. So I had to go on this long journey of like learning about computers, about how computers work, about computer parts and what you need for a gaming channel. It's just that I need to do more in-depth research. It's not something that's immediately available. So I did a lot of research on where to get a computer from and what computer specs I needed. The main thing that I needed was, of course, a powerful graphics card, because that's what is having the highest demand depending on what you're playing. If you're playing a certain game that is more CPU heavy as opposed to more reliant on your graphics card, your Sims game is more reliant on your graphics card. That's a different story. But I did a lot of research on what I want to do. I ended up getting a pre-built computer from Skytech Gaming, which is where you can go if you want to customize your own build as well and have someone else do it for you. But I went with a pre-built because I did did a lot of research on the components within the pre-build, what kind of graphics card they had, what was most important to me, and then I knew that I would customize some pieces myself over time. So what I ended up doing on this computer was I swapped out the fans on it. It has an all-in-one cooling unit that's called an AIO. You could do lots of research. I would recommend Jay's 2 cents and someone else. I'll link it in the description for more information about like how computers work. I don't think the computer is perfect, and while I love her, I do want to upgrade the RAM, and I'm just telling you this in case you're also curious about having a Sims channel and like what you need to consider when you're picking out the parts for your computer. And outside of the very, very expensive startup costs, like full disclaimer, my computer costs $2,000, and with upgrades it will cost more than that. It's super expensive, very expensive, high startup costs, but after that the other stuff is free. Like I edit on DaVinci Resolve, and while I don't consider this the perfect software because of how it lets me cut clips and not being able to cut as closely as I would want to, that's completely free software. And I also use OBS, as a lot of streamers and like gamers use, which is a free recording software. So that stuff is free. Once you have your computer, that's all free. The Sims 4 itself is free. So I just want to talk more about like the behind the scenes of what goes into that. If you are more interested in what it takes to start a Sims channel, I'm super small, but more talking about like having a clean game, not what specs you need, because I don't have information on that, but more about like what that was like for me. I'm happy to tell you more about it. But that's the end of this build. Here's the cozy cottage. I would love to live in this house, honestly. It feels like a dream. It's not perfect, but I'm building my own save file, and I just want to have more practice with building. I want to build the playground next, plus speed build time is usually when I'm also listening to my audiobook. I love listening to audiobooks while I'm building The Sims 4. But that's it. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!